Hey, what's up everyone, this is Soka, and today I'm coming at you with my latest build. In this build I'm going to go over everything as far as how I have my Havoc Orb set up, how I use my Warpath, my Anomaly, why I'm using Liver Mortis, and just in general my skill tree to begin with. But before I go over them, I'm just going to do a quick run real quick so you guys can get a feel for the build and you can see the damage and whatnot. So let's pick everything real quick. Yep. Alright. Let's get these guys up. And that was a nice freeze. Yep, they're all up. Alright, let's do this. Oh, sweet, I got a nice little level. That's pretty easy, simple. Just pick that. Okay. So I'm not going to go over it too much. I'm just going to let you guys get a feel, see how it is. But the damage is very nice, everything complements each other, and what I mean by that is Liver Mortis complements the tankiness that I have, the Warpath complements the damage along with Anomaly, and obviously Havoc Orb just hits ridiculously hard. But the way I have the build set up is I've just picked as many DPS nodes as I possibly could, and I stacked them. I just stacked them like crazy. And then on top of that, a bit of my gear is kind of tweaked, so to speak, but I'm gonna go over all of that stuff here in a minute. Let's see if I can just try to get through this real quick. Oh god, what's going on? Why is everything like sticking? Come on. There we go. It's a little better. And not the way. Alright, anything up here? Yep, there's one. Let's get you guys. Don't really care, come on. Yep. It's probably up there instead of down. No, it's going to be down here. Alright. I just need one untainted to come out. Come on, let's go. Come out. Where are you? I'm waiting. Ugh, I hate when I get runs like this and you make it all the way to the end and then you're just somewhat short. There we go. Need at least one of you guys if I'm going to get that S+. Alright, so there you go. Pretty decent damage. It's not bad. He's done. Let's go for the boss. Oh, it's my favorite. You can pretty much tank this Demon of Souls, especially when they do their... Here, I'm just going to kind of like leave it. And as you can see, I'm tanking. Pretty decent. Not bad. Kind of got to get out of it. But that's only because I have no lifesteal. The only thing I have is health regeneration. So I can tank it a little bit, just not 100%. And there you go. Demon of Soul's gone. Alright, so what do we do? What's our damage? 3-3, not bad. 1-4 could easily be a lot better than this. The damage setup was really low because I didn't really min-max the way I should. And the way you should is you build these stacks up, and while you're building those stacks, you have this active along with Anomaly. And what ends up happening is, as you can see, right now I'm at 198 average damage, but if I let Anomaly wear off, it drops to 166. However, the combination of those two stack very well. And then on top of that, you would unleash and you get the little crit help, but I think that was pretty good. Don't really care about these, so let's just go. Let's get into the build. The build itself, is my screen going to be shaking? No. Alright, the build itself is actually pretty simple. I got the wild card here, I got Reigning in the Darkness here, and I got Disallowing Vessel. The way that I built everything is, this node here, Dire Junction, along with Sacrifice of Flesh, works very well with generational grief from Liver Mortis. Having 3 of them out with this node basically makes you very, very tanky, because your summons will take the brunt of the damage, and then what ends up happening is you do not need to stack any kind of block, any kind of evasion. You don't need to even worry about those things. It got to the point where I didn't even stack any kind of life regen. I don't even have it on my weapon. I just went straight damage. And the reason being is because my health regen is relatively nice, and they take the brunt of the damage that I don't even need to worry about it. Yeah, I do get low sometimes, but I just know to move a little bit. You just don't sit there and take the damage. You dodge roll, or you just, you kill them up. Simple as that. So with that said, the reason why I have Warpath with the fire node is because I'm using some accords here. I'm using this accord, and I stacked it with the dual allegiance, or it's part of the Oracle of the Trinity. What ends up happening here is, because I'm using lightning as my primary source of damage, this just adds a nice little extra touch of lightning damage, so it deals 900 weapon damage. Then on top of that, I'm getting a 50% crit chance boost. So these little 1, 2, and 3 is better than 1, 2, 3. So what ends up happening is, right now I'm at 47.3, but whenever I cast Havoc Orb, it jumps up to 54.4. Taking this off and putting this on right here, I would be at a constant 53.3-ish. It just makes sense that I'm here because I get even more crit, and then I also get the benefit of having 2 accords, which means I trigger fire for 20% extra damage, and I trigger lightning for 50% crit, along with Sparking Dart, and of course Statistic Transferal. You're just doing a lot of damage. Everything just synergizes very well. So this is a damage section, damage section, damage, 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 damage. Damage is over here, tanking is here, and this is damage as well. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 10 little different sections that are just adding damage to damage to damage. Now, unfortunately, in that run I just did, it didn't really show the capability of damage. 1.4, in my honest opinion, is very, very low. Normally, I'm shooting around 2 to 3 million damage is normally what I hit. It runs in that area. But the reason why I'm able to get so high with that damage output is because it comes down to Undertaker. Those little green globes, don't underestimate them. 1 or 2 is really all you need, and it will boost your damage output almost double. I will have, right now, I have 166, but if I get like 3 green globes, I'm shooting like 334. So literally, it's just insane. And if you really wanted to be like super tweaky on this and get like extreme, you just bring an entire horde with you to one of the bosses, like the end boss. You kill a bunch of them, you get like 4 or 5 stacks, and then you literally just build up. You do your little combo here, boom, and you launch into it, and you'll just annihilate. You seriously will. Now the gear I have, it's a little bit over the top, but I kind of min-maxed them. I got some nice attacks with elemental damage on my ring. This one needs work. I need to tweak it out a little bit more, but this one over here, I'm super happy with. I got max crit damage. I got the max elemental damage. I got 2 beautiful elemental attacks on it. That physical damage just was like a bonus. I was like, okay, that's great. And then the resistance, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna touch this. In order to replace this necklace, you really, really need a almost perfect. And what I mean by almost perfect, you would need, let me see if I can show. Do I even have one that's like really good to showcase? No, I think I deleted all of them. But you just need something with like either 3 elemental attacks on it, crit damage, and it needs to have like a high stat on it of either ferocity, or you would just get one with a, I think +6 is the best that you can get for attributes. Even then, I had a really nice necklace, and it didn't even hold a light to this one, and the reason being is because the lightning damage multiplier is just insane, but it also takes 40% of your physical damage and converts it to lightning. And then you have the 26% attack critical chance. I mean, it's crazy. To be honest, the trial belt, the only reason I'm not using it is because I actually do more damage with this belt than I do with the trial. And kind of show that, if you look here, I'm at 166, and if I throw the trial on, it drops me down to 150. And even with the debuffs and everything, there's not really that much of a difference between this and this, at least when it comes to single targeting a boss. So I just don't roll with it. I'm gonna work on getting a better belt, to be honest with you. I'm trying to see if I can get something with the perfect crit damage on it, and then I kind of want to see if I can get something with elemental damage as well. And that's literally what I did, was that I stocked up on elemental damage. So I got it on my shoulders, I got it on my gloves, I even have the pants. I didn't try to worry about it too much because I have skill cooldown, and I got this from a hunt. You know, if I decide to build and tweak some more, I will, but that's what you're shooting for with this build. So skill wise, this is what I'm using. This is what I'm using. And that's what I'm using for Warpath, and that's what I'm using for Livor Mortis. Aside from that, the build is very simple. The only combo that I truly do is this, and then, so literally it's 1, 2, 3. Aside from that, I then will build stacks on whatever mob I'm attacking, so that I get these maxed out, and then I launch another 2-rod. And then it's pretty much rinse and repeat. But that's it. That's the build in a nutshell. You will do massive damage. I hope you like it. You know, if you have any questions or concerns, you can drop me a comment. But here it is. This is what I use. This is what I love. So enjoy. Take care. As always, be safe and choose.